I have no clue what to talk about. So let's talk about writer's block.
All right, troops.
So what is writer's block? Writer's block is a condition in which the author is unable to produce new work and experiences a creative slowdown. The condition ranges from being unable to come up with new and interesting ideas in days to being unable to produce work for years. Writer's block is not solely measured by the lack of writing in time, it's measured by time passing without the productivity of the task at hand. To try and pinpoint what causes writer's block is quite difficult because there's a lot of factors that can come into play. The problem may originate in the author's work itself. They may run out of inspiration or be distracted by other commitments. They could have a physical or mental illness. They could be struggling with the end of a relationship or a death in the family or friends. There could be financial pressures, such as a rush to meet a deadline, or just feeling like a failure. It's been suggested that writer's block is more than just a personality shift. When under stress, the human brain shifts control from its cerebral cortex to its limbic system, which is associated with the fight or flight response. And the limited input to the cerebral cortex actually disrupts the creative process. And the person is unaware of this change, which is why they feel that they are blocked. There are several different coping strategies for dealing with writer's block: going to classes or having group discussions, brainstorming sessions, journals, free writing, list making, and engaging with the text. It's also important to evaluate the environment that you're working in and whether a change is required to spark the creative process. Mind mapping has also been suggested as a tool to alleviate writer's block. The technique involves writing a stream of consciousness on a horizontal piece of paper and connecting any similar or linked thoughts. I know that one's puzzled me as much as it's puzzled you guys. But apparently it's designed to help the writer combat the analytical or critical functioning part of the brain and access creative functioning more directly. There's an interesting examination of writer's block, and one that I have found particularly relevant because I have been struggling with writer's block lately. But I also know my coping strategies for dealing with writer's block, and I know why I have it. In the end of 2022 and the start of 2023, a lot has changed in my personal life. New job, new projects, increased financial pressures, increased family commitments. Also add to the mix, we've had the holiday season in between this time, and that put the writer's block firmly in place. I find that when I'm in a creative flow, it's best not to stop me, because when I stop, I just don't get going again. But there's times where it's taken out of my hands and I have to stop. For example, over Christmas and New Year. I want to spend time with my family during that point because it means a lot to me, and I don't want to miss those moments. But when I stop the creative process, the writer's block hits me square in the face. And I find it really difficult to get motivated again, especially in the first couple of weeks of January. That's why in my podcasting courses, I do suggest that if you are going to create content, make sure that you have a backlog, because writer's block can hit you at any time, in any place. So create as much content as you can during that time, so you've got that window in case you do have a bout of writer's block and the content is still there. That's my coping strategy. Apparently it works better if you have only one podcast on the go rather than at this precise moment 3, because the only one I was able to get a backlog for was the Ginger Engine. I didn't have any backlogs for Gentle Dorks or That Mental Ginger Show, but it has made me reevaluate a couple of things. So I might as well tell you now. I've been producing consistent content on That Mental Ginger Show for over a year now, going from 3 times a week to 2 times a week to once a week, and gained 10,000 subscribers as a result. And I am insanely grateful for that. But with new projects coming on board and you wanting to expand the media company a lot more, I do need to start prioritizing and taking steps back where I need to. As such, after this video, That Mental Ginger Show will be going down to once a fortnight rather than once a week. It gives me a window where I can focus on getting other channels and other content up and running, because I've already built the following on this channel. And I know that if there is a delay, the audience will come back, because you guys have supported me from October 2021. And I am really, really appreciative of that. I hope you understand that I do need to start prioritizing to make sure that I don't hit any more writer's blocks. And that's the coping strategies that I have for dealing with writer's block. A lot of people in the industry suffer from writer's block, so I really want to know, what do you find are your coping strategies for dealing with writer's block? Let me know in the comments and have a little discussion about it. My goal is to try and get more engagement on the channel, so I can only do that if you guys comment. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care, stay safe, bye bye.